There are blocks like this scattered throughout the Lawndale section of Chicago's West Side ghetto. The people who live here bought their homes from real estate speculators at double or triple their value, and they bought on contract because they couldn't get conventional or FHA mortgages. Under the contract, the buyer makes installment payments at high interest, but he bills no equity. If he defaults on even one payment at any time during the contract, he loses the property and everything he's paid into it.
No one yet has looked at the role of the banks and the insurance companies. And before you talk about a Jewish role, you have to understand the behind-the-scenes role of the non-Jewish banks and the insurance companies who were involved in this. The banks were perfectly willing to put money in the hands of these white sellers, but were not willing to lend money to the black buyers. So the white sellers, in this case, the Jewish white sellers, were the servants of the large banks.
You're paying 10th interest on $10,000 more than you should be paying at the rate of 7% a year.
Supported by white civil rights activists, the Lawndale homebuyers organized the Contract Buyers League, which spread quickly across Black Chicago.
This is getting up like telling that you have found the Lord. It's such a burden off you. You can't keep it to yourself. You like to tell everybody about it.
It was just like a revival of some kind, you know. You see people coming all through the neighborhoods coming out to the meeting. Sometimes we have as high as 200, 300 people at a meeting. And we would have prayer and singing and speech making.
These people who have cheated us out of more than money, we have been cheated out of the right to be human beings in a society. We have been cheated out of buying homes at a decent price. Now it's time now. We got a chance now. The Contract Buyers League have presented a chance for these people in this area to move out of this grip of society, to move up, stand on your own 2 feet, be human beings, fight for what you know is right. Fight!
The whole neighborhood began to sense that the movement was going to go somewhere.
The Contract Buyers League picketed in the downtown financial district, demanding that banks give them regular mortgages.
You have to look at the other side, too. These people had something to buy, they bought it, the investors, and now they have something to sell, and they sold it. You're going to say because they made what is termed here excess profits. Immoral? I don't know if it is. You know, I talked to this student here who was saying, hey, made fantastic profits. And I said, what is a fantastic profit?
Well, it seems pretty clear if a house is sold for $25,000, which is valued by the FHA at $15,000, that there's excess profit, right?
Possibly, yes. I won't say definitely, but possibly. It would appear that way, but it's not necessarily so. But there are many businesses that do make 100% profits. Not many, but there are some. And the greater the risk, they're entitled to.
We tried to get people to understand the exploitation that we saw. We tried to get them to stop in every way we could.
Rabbi Robert Marks was not alone. Many Jewish community leaders joined the growing effort to pressure the real estate sellers into renegotiating the contracts.
Egan came to us and said, all these people who are selling are Jews, almost without exception, and we think you should get involved. So Bob and the board, including myself, agreed that we should get involved, and we did very heavily.
The confrontation escalated. The real estate sellers refused to renegotiate. The Contract Buyers League called a payment strike. Hundreds of homebuyers withheld their monthly checks.
Why haven't you been sending your payments in, sir?
Because I feel that the contracts that we have are illegal.
I see there are so many people around. Could you tell me a little bit about it? Why are they here, sir?
We're together.
The real estate sellers went to the authorities and demanded eviction of the homebuyers. That's when the real battles began.
They came up, rang the bell, still in bed, and the wife went to the door. They served her with a paper, and then they came on in.
What did they say to you?
They said they were going to evict us.
And where's your furniture now?
Out on the street.
What do you plan to do? Do you believe that you should, instead of putting your money in escrow and to forward it and pay it like you were doing before, do you think you will do that now?
No, I won't. I won't give them the money.
I remember being in my office downtown and being told that there was an eviction taking place. And would I come and help?